Hello, Honest. This is AAA Studios 2, aka Piece of Night, and we're playing Stanley's Portable. It's a Half-Life 2 mod, which is free, which is awesome. Today we're gonna be playing the good side, cause there's three multiple endings, I think, in this game. But we're gonna do the good way, which is gonna be pretty fun. Yeah, I played the good side already, but the audio was pretty bad, so I'm gonna replay it. And here we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor next to his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Not. Because I would not be happy.
And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on a monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and walked out into the hallway.
Okay, here we go. If the video's lagging, it's probably because my computer, because I don't have a strong processor. So it might be laggy or jumpy. Okay, here we go. And they realized this door was red.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Okay,
when Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, this is the part when you can make a choice. You can either do the good side, which is the left, or you can be a rebel against a narrator and go to the right door. But for today, we're just going to go to the left door. And you cannot open that. Oh, fun.
As Stanley entered the lounge, he was horrified to find not a single person here. He decided he would walk up to see his boss, hoping that he would find an answer there.
Walk into a hallway, and it's so empty.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And here's another choice, but as again we're just going to follow the narrator in this one.
Entering his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. It was at this point that he began to feel dizzy and a little sick, and even thought he might pass out when suddenly he noticed a keypad next to the filing cabinet in the corner of his office. Stanley had never seen this panel before and had no idea what combination of numbers would produce any result. In fact, only Stanley's boss knew this, since the panel withheld access to the boss's greatest, darkest secret, and so he had assigned the keypad a combination that only he could possibly know. The number of his freshman dorm number in college. 1957. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Yay.
Stanley ventured forth into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. We're just walking into like a factory.
As he drew deeper and deeper buttonholes of the building, Stanley had no idea where he was or what this place held. And just as he began to think he might not discover a thing, he emerged into a long room to find
TVs.
rows and rows of monitors, screens with a number above it. Stanley noticed, however, that these were not random numbers, but the number of employees who worked in the building, his co-workers. Even his own number, 427, had a place on the wall. But why a setup so elaborate, he asked. Was this simple surveillance or something even more? And as if in answer to his question, the wall slid open before him, revealing the ultimate truth of the situation.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here for now because of memory, and we'll be right back.